Hello everybody, Tate Davis here with another album battle for you. I'm sitting in my car right before I go into work. I had a few extra minutes. I got here a little bit early, so I figured I'd shoot this video, show you a couple of albums that I have in my car with me right now. On CDs this time as opposed to me normally showing the vinyl. So in this battle, we have two early 70s albums, one that a lot of you might know, one that a lot of you might don't know. In one corner, we have Santana, Abraxas. Really cool album cover there from 1970. Carlos, Greg Rowley, and the boys right there. And then in the other corner, we have possibly one of the stupidest band names I've ever heard. But this is their one and only album. It was recorded in 1971, but never saw official release until 2014, I believe. So, Bulbous Creation, You Won't Remember Dying. That really weird album cover right there. The Goat Demon right there. Here are the guys in the band. This is actually in my car right now, so that's why the CD isn't there. Pretty cool. So let's talk about Santana first, because that one came out the year prior. So, Abraxas is the second or third studio, second or third studio album from the original lineup of the band. This is right before Neil Schon would join the band at age 14 or 15, and then him and Greg Rowley would leave the band to go on to form Journey. This is my favorite Santana album. It came out kind of hot off the heels of when they played at Woodstock the year prior, and that got him a lot of exposure, and that was really good for him. Everybody was kind of in awe of this, Mexican guitar player named Carlos Santana, who combined Latin rhythms with rock music and a little bit of bossa nova as well, and just to create this really unique sound. So it opens up with this really cool instrumental called Singing Winds and Crying Beasts, which was written by their percussion player on this album, Michael Carabello. A really cool instrumental. Then their classic medley of Fleetwood Mac's Black Magic Woman and Gypsy Queen, with some really good vocals by Greg Rowley and great guitar work by Mr. Carlos Santana. Following that is their cover of Oye Como Va by Tito Puente, done really well. Then another great tune, Incident at Neshaber Incident at Neshaber. Really great song there. Si I Cabo, another song written outside of the band. That's a cool song. A Greg Rowley written track called Mother's Daughter follows that, which is also really tasty, really cool. Samba Pati, which is an original instrumental written by Carlos Santana. And then possibly one of my favorite songs off the album, a Greg Rowley pen track called Hope You're Feeling Better, with some really good drumming by Michael Shreve. Oddly enough, this is probably the most hardest rocking Santana song that I know of, at least. This is one where Carlos really kind of turns up the distortion and just really makes a presence as like a hard rock player. Santana were not really known for doing tunes like this, but Hope You're Feeling Better is a really great song, with some great vocals by Greg Rowley as well. And then the album ends with El Nicoya, which is written by Chapito Arias. I don't know who that is. So all in all, really cool listen. Once again, my favorite Santana album. I'll be honest, I'm not necessarily the biggest Santana fan in the world. I'm only maybe a casual listener. I've listened to all the early 70s albums. I can't really say that I've listened to everything that he's done, but if you're looking for a good place to start with Santana, I would strongly recommend Abraxas from 1970. And then in the other one, the weird one, Bulbous Creation, I wish I could give you the lineup of this band, but it doesn't really say. Yeah, I'm looking in the booklet. It doesn't say anything about who actually played. So, the story is that these four guys came together from Kansas and were recording and went over next door to Missouri to record this album in 1971, and then that never got released because they broke up, and then some guy found it or something like that, or managed to get a hold of like a bootleg CD in the late 90s, and that got some circulation, and then Original Music Records here kind of reissued this on CD, and you can see right there, little label, Original Music Records here, and it turned out pretty well. This is a very, very, very solid album. If you like maybe Grand Funk Railroad, early Grand Funk Railroad, and maybe, or some Grand Funk Railroad, like maybe some of the early Alice Cooper stuff. Like if you like those first two psychedelic Alice Cooper albums, you might dig this too. It opens up with a really, really cool tune called End of the Page, which is really haunting, really folky, really cool vocals on that. Having a good time, really cool Grand Funk Railroad influence piece. Satan, which is really, really cool song there. Satan, really. The vocals kind of remind me a little bit of, I don't know, like, sort of Jim Morrison-esque, but not really, if you kind of know what I mean. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Jim Morrison. Fever Machine Man follows that, another cool song there. Let's Go to the Sea, really cool song. Hooked, really good up-tempo rocker there. Under the Black Sun, which is really cool. And then ending off with their really cool take of Stormy Monday Blues by T-Bone Walker. So overall, a very solid album by a band with a dumb name. Again, if you like Grand Funk Railroad and maybe some Doors influenced stuff, you'll really dig this. Bulbous Creation, You Won't Remember Dying. So when kind of putting the two against one another here, this is a very difficult decision for me because I like both of these albums for different reasons. If I were to pick one, it would be hard going against Abraxas here. It's not by much. It's maybe about this much, but Abraxas is going to take the cake by a small margin for me. So if you haven't listened to this, go listen to it, and then maybe come back and tell me what you think here. But for me, Abraxas is going to win this battle. So thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos in the future. Bye-bye.